Alright, so before I start this, I just want to say that I've already recorded this video, that I'm commenting over it. So I have a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta friend who is 100% in the dupe system, so I'm going to be showcasing him. And I know people think Vegeta is the worst god lead other than Super 17, which yeah, Super 17 is pretty much the worst one. I still think he's better than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, only because of the team that runs with him. So this is the team I run. I think this is the most optimal agility team. I don't have Bros, and maybe if I had him, I think I would replace Ultimate Gohan with him. But the problem with him is he doesn't get as much ki. Even though he's self-sufficient, he would start off with only 5 ki, and compared to battle, we give him up to 7. That's still, I want most of my cards to bring, which is why I have that. Team Gohan is a support unit, because that Gohan is really good. I pulled a dupe of him. He has crits. He gives attack and defense 25%, and he gives ki plus 2, so he really makes Vegeta much better. And this is my Vegeta, and you can see he's hitting for about 1.1 million. So that is with the boost from Gohan, so that's not how hard as you would regularly hit. But as you'll see in a second. And also, I run Kaioken Goku over Super Saiyan Blue. I do have Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and I know everybody thinks he's better. But for me, well, first of all, I pulled a Duke Kaioken, so my Kaioken Goku has crits. This Kaioken Goku is Super Tech level 3, I think, or 4. I forgot how much I put into him. And my other one, my Super Saiyan Blue Goku is Super Tech level 1. He has no orb investment into him, so for me, Kaioken is much better. Also, he has shocking speed and predator battle, which means him and Vegeta give each other 4 ki, which means they both only need 2 orbs or 1 agility orb to super. I tried running Super Saiyan Blue in the past, and I always ran into issues where I didn't have enough orbs, and Vegeta or Super Saiyan Blue would lose a super. So Vegeta has to complete 33 damage from Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I think he hits around 6,000, I don't know, on a normal attack. Then, alright, so this is Vegeta at his max defensive ability, 90,000 defense. As you can see, he has 10,870, but with 90,000 defense, that's this highest defense potential you can have. Maybe if you put another support unit there, and then that add defensive boost too, but for an optimal team at 1.4 million. I think he has most attack needs active except the ones he can get on an AGL team like Saiyan, Roar, and just a double attack. My character hits 423k, it's pretty good. I don't have an SA10 max dupe system Super Saiyan Blue or Kaioken, so I can't compare them like side to side at their perfect potential. And I think Super Saiyan Blue does hit harder, but I don't think it's by that much, and damage doesn't make a difference on this team because Vegeta just carries it himself. So what also I have on my team is Super Vegeta, who I think is still one of, if not the best, individual card of the game. His counters are just one of the, I don't think he'll ever be top. Blue Vegeta does it as well, but the damage reduction, he takes no damage. The counters, just, I don't know. Super Vegeta to me is still one of my favorite cards in the game. 572k, he hits hard. He takes Chroma. So that's Vegeta hitting for a million. He did get a boost from Super Vegeta Super Attack. I also run this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta because, well, for one, he links with Kaioken and he gives himself, I forgot how much it is, I think it's like 2,500 attack boost, or maybe it's 500, somewhere around there. But when he supers, I believe his attack and defense 80% up, so he can tank very well too. This whole team is full of tanks. Kaioken gives himself like a 10,000 attack boost, so he's a really good tank too. Now, my final unit, Ultimate Gohan. A lot of people think Ultimate Gohan is kind of underwhelming. I don't have any other good AGL units, and I still love him because he has shocking speed. He can stun. His stuns are one of the most clutch things ever. I swear, when I beat Boss Rush 3, I had to rely on Ultimate Gohan and we stunning Nerds Masu. or a counter from Vegeta. Also, counters from Vegeta are also super clutch. I know it's not really gonna happen all the time. People say that, oh, it's kind of like it's not needed, it's just a luxury. But Vegeta, since you always put him in a position of blocking, chances are he's gonna get super attack. He's gonna be super attacked, so those chances are high that he might counter. And when he does, he hits very hard. At one point, he almost took out 4 life bars off an AGL type. 420k. Alright, so we move on to Golden Frieza, who I have a type disadvantage against. So let's see how well we do against you. A lot of people want to block with Super Vegeta, but I always put Vegeta first, or I put Vegeta in a cluster of attacks, because he just tanks super attacks much better than Vegeta, and I don't really react to do that much. So he still has for 500,000 on Golden Frieza, and there's an additional attack. Now, one thing is most villains, as you'll see right now, get a little bit lower defense, so Vegeta is not going to take this as well. 103,000, that's what I would expect from some, like on a normal character, on a normal AGL type, coming from Tech Frieza, but that's because Frieza plays a little defense. But like on other units, as you'll see, on other bosses that don't lower defense, you still do a heck of a lot of damage. You still tank a heck of a lot of damage from them. It's like a big difference, like from 30,000. I know a lot of people say here, and high defense is good, but it doesn't block supers. But once you get to 90k like this guy, you are gonna be tanking a lot from supers, like 40k. You'll see in a little bit. And I take on Perfect Cell, just how much he counters. Or not counters, how much he tanks, and it's insane. So 2.9 million. That's almost 3 million. Tech type. Granted, it was a Dokkan attack. And I'm not sure if Dokkan ignores. I don't know if it's like crits or ignores their type. I don't think it is though, so I think that was like on an STR type. That might have been like 6 million, 7 million, somewhere around there. If I did it on Perfect Cell. No, that's definitely not. So we're done with the Frieza. Alright, now moving on to Goku Black. So the first stage is a tech type, which is annoying. The problem with going against a type that you don't have an advantage against is if you don't get crits, it's not really hard, because as you see right now, he's not hard to beat, it's just annoying. So you can't one-shot him unless you get a crit or a double attack. We got 57,000, 57 damage, he's taking no damage. He still hits for about 500,000. Goku Black has a barrier. I don't think Golden Frieza has a barrier, so that's why he took less. The Ultimate Gohan still hits decent. He's 202k. Mine is only SA1, so my Vegeta is SA10. Super Vegeta is SA10. This Gohan is Super Type 1. He has a dupe in him. My Vegeta has a dupe in him. He has crits and double attack. And my friend Vegeta obviously has 4 dupes. He's 20%. So it's gonna reach that. So almost done with this part of this thing. And Vegeta's hitting for 500k. Usually he hits for about 400. But thanks to that Gohan gets that buff, it makes a big difference. Moving on to the physical stage. Vegeta 1.2 mil. I know he's kind of underwhelming compared to Ella Gohan, who just hits for like 2 million. It was a nice initial attack. Or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who hits like 1.9 million. Because he has that Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku partner. Ooh, super attack. But Kaioken taking 80,000. Let's see how well this Vegeta tanks when he gets 80,000. 80% of 7,000. It's pretty good tanking balloon. Super Vegeta in front there, the counter should finish him. 182,000. And I love Super Vegeta. His counters are like, I don't know, he's still probably the best card in the game. Just his counters are just so good. Damage reduction, the counter, the fact that he gets 30% when he's super is also not that big of a difference, but still a big difference. Pretty big difference. So this Vegeta has max potential right now. The Gohan there with the Black Lower's defense with 38,000. Usually Goku Black hits, you saw him hit for like 80,000 on Kaioken. Vegeta here is only taking 30,000. That is a big damage reduction difference. At 5,000, Kaioken gives himself like 10,000 attack defense, I believe. That's why he's doing so much too. You know, and with a 240%, the defense is high enough for it. Everybody on this team is pretty much a viable tank. Additional attack. Goku Black is done with. So these solid juniors are a bit of annoying. But as long as I can get counters with Super Vegeta, they're easy. I don't think I have Super Vegeta on my starting turn. No, I do not. So Vegeta can take these out himself. Just there's 5 of them. It's bothersome. They're not hard. They don't really hit hard at all. It's just bothersome. Some of them have a lot of HP and can be one-shotted. I mean, Vegeta one-shots them all, but some of my other characters can't one-shot. Additional attack. They have like 300k health, I think, at the 200k and almost 50. 400k. You see here, Ultimate Gohan won't be able to kill. But they did get a stun. That's Ultimate Gohan's best thing. Ooh, and they're all attacking Vegeta. So I'm gonna counter and kill them all here. Yeah, Ultimate Gohan is awesome. I think even if I didn't have Rose, I don't think I would use him over Gohan. Because just Gohan's stuns are like, they're the most clutch thing ever. Counter, they should take him out. 454k. Alright, now we go on to Tech Cell, who's also a bit annoying and can't hit hard. With 4 health bars. And he regenerates, which is annoying. So take him out here. Now I don't heal. I still have 100k health. This team has 270k, and with all the tanking that's going on between Vegeta, ooh, additional attack, crit, nice. He almost crit for half of that, so here we go, taking super from Tech Cell. Yeah, only 37,000. Kaioken. Ooh, I'm gonna take Vegeta's also SA1. I only pulled one of him, and I don't want to waste all the Kais. I have other cards. I want to prioritize all the Kais over. So he's regenerating first turn, but even with better generation, I might be able to take him out. Let's see, 375k. This should hit about 500,000. Ooh, left him with the tiniest of health. Finish him off. So I'll move on to STR Cell, who I could pretty much, he's gone in one turn. Vegeta might one-shot him here. Probably won't. Those attacks in the front are going to do nothing, no damage. Super attack, let's see how much a super attack from STR Cell does. 49 damage from a super attack. Granted, it is type advantage. Oh, 2.8 million there. One-shotted. That is type advantage, but oh my god, Vegeta's just such a tanky monster. He took 40. That's double digits from a freaking boss. Super attack. That's insane. Let's see, take him out one shot here. This stage also has the tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, which is again annoying, but no problem. Dokkan attack coming up, so I'm probably Dokkan him. 800k, yeah, the Vegeta gone. Probably get a Dokkan more here. Take him out really easy. Yeah, Vegeta can take him out. No problem. There we go. 2.5 million. Nice. Let's see how much this is the STR one. See how hard he hits him. This against this guy. I don't think I've seen that Gohan Super this entire video. He just, the first two cards just finish it all off. Vegeta will one shot this. Oh, not one shot. Oh, there's an additional. Still alive, apparently. 47,000. Cell only did 2 more damage. Now this was Vegeta's tension is just so good. I know all the other cards you take too, like Goku if he's super enough, he's good tank, cooler. And Goku, I mean his defense is high enough to be a okay tank, but he doesn't tank as much as these guys. So I don't think he's gotten any crit so far. So this isn't the best showcase. Oh, there's a crit from Dokkan. The best showcase, but let's see how much it takes from 65,000 from Vegeta. I think normally that would do around 80k. So as all my characters can tank well, he's only taking 2,000. Kyle Ken just took 20,000 less. So in my opinion, AGL isn't the best team. I think STR is still the best team. And then physical comes after that. If you have LR Ginyu. I think LR Ginyu makes physical up there, but since he's not really attainable without modding or cheating, without like hacking or anything like that, I think physical is the best, second best, and AGL is right up there, and then Super Saiyan worse and text right there. So this was a showcase of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta at a 100% dupe system, or potential system, whatever you want to call it, potential. So I hope you like this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter.